Start with the one more algorithm of classifications under the supervised ML algorithm list. Naïve Bayes is the most straightforward algorithm based on the probability-based classification broadly. So it primarily used for spam filtering, text classification, sentiment analysis, and random recommendation system, etc. So its most simplest provides learning algorithm, which is primarily based on basic mathematics rule of probability. So if you know basic mathematics, you are good to go with Naïve Bayes classifications. The formula is like this: this probability of we are looking for probability of H with this data points. So for going to understand this formula, before that, let's understand the data on which we are going to apply this formula, and we'll be seeing these abbreviations, where these abbreviations are applied with. So first and foremost, on your left side, we are having one data set, weather and play. Based on this set, we had make a frequency table wherever we are saying ki, overcast is having the 4 years, sunny we are having 2 no, or 3 years, rainy we are having 3 no and 2 years. Vice versa, we are having this frequency table has been created. So likelihood table has been created based on this data value. So when you say likelihood, means we are taking row wise and column wise probabilities of getting that respective event occurrence. So if you take overcast, if you say overcast is 4 events has happened out of 14 cases, so 4 out of 14. Similarly, sunny case is 5 out of 14 and rainy case is 5 out of 14. So probability is, the percentage is sort of thing, 29, 36 and 36. Parallelly, yes or no probability. So getting no out of 14 is 36 and 9 out of 14 is 64. So 5 out of 14, 36 and 9 out of 14, 64. This is my likelihood table. So now I'll go with one step ahead. I am saying likelihood table can be taken in the table 2. So I say posterior probabilities of no. Getting what is the probability of getting no in this event? So out of individually, if you say individually, say we are having 4 event, out of 4 we are having 0 no. So that is similar like if you are going for row wise calculations, and parallelly if you go for this column wise, then also we do have option. We are currently going for column wise. So I'm saying out of total no, overcast is having 0 no, out of total no, sunny is having 0.40 percentage, and rainy is carrying 3 out of 5, which is 60% of occurrence is there in wherever I say no. It means rainy is having the almost more than 60% probability of not playing. Vice versa, let's go for the yes case, and total yes case is 9. Out of 9 cases, 4 are the more prominent numbers, where in the case of overcast, which is 44%. If I go for 4 divided by 9, that's similar 3 divided by 9, 2 divided by 9, 33 and 22 would be there respectively. So we are getting this, what is the probability of getting this event happen in totality. So after seeing this table, let's come to this formula. So we are saying we are having some event, which is the event probability which we are working on, and based on their occurrence, we are putting the formula, and we'll be getting the probability of happening this particular H event in my data points. So PH is nothing but the probability of hypothesis of being H true. Means if I'm saying rainy is yes, or yes a play, we are going for testing whether I'm going for playing or not. That could be our hypothesis which we can test. And then D is what the probability of data regardless of the hypothesis. If we are working on yes or no, then data would be complete yes and no, total would be D. Then probability of getting H event, yes event on D can be classified yes by D, and subsequently D by H is there. So vice versa, we are saying what is the probability of getting data D given the hypothesis of H is true. Without what is the value of getting our hypothesis true in my data points. So there's the basic definitions of your attributes of your formula. Parallelly you can see. So now my case is some probability. I'm verifying. Let me see my pointer there. Yes, let me take this highlight. So we are saying let me verify the probability of getting yes in overcast. Probability of getting yes in my overcast. So I say formula would be like this. I'm looking for probability of yes in overcast versus total yes into the multiplication would be there, probability of overcast into probability of total yes and divided by probability of overcast. That's a basic formula which we have taken in comparisons. So let's calculate the values. So when we say total value of overcast is out of 14, 4 cases are there for overcast, and total yes cases are 14, 9 out of 14 is 64. So we are getting one value this and second value is this. So then we are saying calculating the posterior probabilities. So I say what is the probability of getting yes in overcast, or you can say overcast in yes, because yes is my base value. So overcast is my 4 and total yes is my 9. So 4 by 9 is 14. So we are saying what is the probability of getting overcast in my yes. So parallelly, if you have put the all value in the formula, I will be getting this approximate 0.98 higher, means there is a higher probability in playing in case of overcast. If you put other values of attributes to get the probability calculated, you can test with your other values like what is the probability of getting no in overcast, vice versa, raining, what is the probability of yes in raining and all. So you can verify. We will be keeping this formula intact. We would not be changing any value from any attributes. We will be just placing the value in these formulas. So whenever say this probability of getting overcast in yes, so that yes is my hypothesis, I am working with this overcast. So parallelly I am putting my other attributes, getting it calculated. So parallelly, if you have to make sure you understand this attribute before going to the calculation part.